We got SCP-847 The Mannequin by the guy The Rubber. You already know the Rubber. Shout out my guy. Let's go ahead and get into this. See what it's talking about,
bro. Viewer discretion is advised. The mannequin became erratic.
For a second, I thought that nigga was hitting that Muhammad Ali footwork. I ain't gonna cap. That shit kind of fire.
Dragging its plastic legs, shambling over to him. Repulsion rose in him.
Yo, Enos, bro. I ain't know you was a D class. Damn. That nigga big, brolic, and black. BBB.
But as it got near him, he stood up, leaning over it, trying to see if he could intimidate it. It stopped and froze. Hello everybody, I'm the Rubber. Today we bring you SCP Foundation Euclid Class Object SCP-847. SCP-847 is a broken human female mannequin.
You know, I want to say things, at the same time, I don't want no smoke. Yo, she kind of look like a broken Wendy's. All right, never mind. Let me stop.
Constructed of human hair and
he
an
said, hear me out.
composite
No!
polymer that abrades and shatters similarly to porcelain. Exploratory laparoscopy of 847 shows the presence of internal structures that closely resemble an incomplete set of bones, organs.
Yeah, y'all ever go to like the mall? Y'all see like a mannequin, and like y'all just hold its hand. That's some lonely shit right there. Or like you ever see like one of them female mannequins, and like they kind of just like, damn, like they model them jeans real good. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shit.
And major blood vessels,
you talking about?
Each of which are composed of the same polymer. Small trace amounts of a black, volatile resin similar to plastination compounds leak from the eyes and damaged regions of the mannequin. 847 favors clothing designed for young women, leaving ample skin exposed. The mannequin moves with erratic, stiff motions while shuddering to maintain balance. It has 3 different behavioral patterns, known as Pattern Z, Pattern Y, and Pattern X. Pattern Z occurs when there is no human within 50 meters. 847 remains inanimate and silent 99.5% of the time under these conditions. It will stand in front of any available full-length mirror and make a pose that showcases its outfit. On rare occasions, 847 will scratch short messages on nearby surfaces with a finger. Examples of messages written include, "Don't leave me. You can own me. I can change."
I told you this mannequin's a freak.
Yo, I told you, nigga, these mannequins be caked up for no reason, bro. I told you, nigga, what are you talking about?
And you're my master. Pattern Y is adopted when there are only males around.
Oh, I'd like to introduce myself, D-Class Cozy. Whoa, whoa.
Initial stage behaviors involve emitting vocalizations resembling high-pitched whimpering and gasps, in addition to more provocative poses. After 3 to 5 minutes of the initial stage, 847's behavior enters a secondary stage, during which it becomes fully animated.
Yo, stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Hold up, bro. Relax, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Is this the worst? Like, there's so many SCPs, and I know we haven't heard like the worst part of it, but there's so many SCPs. Is this the worst one as a D class to be sent to? Whoa, hold up.
Approaching any male subject, attempting to look into the subject's eyes. Vocalizations during this period become more frequent and longer in duration. Subjects can handle and freely alter or pose 847 during this time. 847 will then shatter select portions of its body and or extract internal structures when the subject leaves. Once the shattering or extraction is complete, it emits sobbing vocalizations and reverts back to Pattern Z. Pattern X occurs when any female subject approaches within 50 meters, whether male
She pull up like that? Who is that? Yo, Rubber animating some baddies. I ain't gonna lie. Dr. Buck might have to watch out on this.
Subjects are present or not. It will emit vocalizations resembling distressed grunts and screeches before becoming immediately animate
Oh, she
and
a hater.
attacking any woman
She
nearby.
a hater.
During Pattern X, 847's strength and speed are greatly increased, with sprints of up to 45 kilometers per hour and exertion of 40 kilonewtons of force.
Bro, what if she pull like this and it's like, yo, nigga, come here. I need you.
Having been measured. During an attack, 847 will occasionally shatter an appendage, usually a finger or toe, in order to produce a sharp edge. Furthermore, plastination resin is released from its eyes, mouth, and shattered sections of its body. Resin falling in open wounds results in a quick hardening of soft tissues that spread until the victim's body reaches a composition of a similar polymer as 847.
Whoa!
Following plastination, it will harvest selected body parts from the victim corresponding to damaged sections of its own body. It will fuse these parts to its body via the resin. Not all damaged sections will be repaired in this way. Upon completion of harvesting, it will return to pattern Y if there is a male subject around, or it will return to pattern Z when it is alone. The resin produced by 847 has been shown to have its anomalous plastination effects occur only when applied to soft tissues of women. The resin has no effect on cadaverous, non-human, or male tissue. Application of high-voltage electricity in excess of 10 kilovolts will cause a temporary solidification of the resin, resulting in 847 becoming inanimate for approximately 5 minutes, regardless of the behavior pattern expressed at the time. SCP-847 was first discovered during a federal human trafficking investigation. It was found in the basement of an abandoned department store in Las Vegas on 8/23/1983, surrounded by partially disassembled and broken non-anomalous female mannequins wrapped in plastic sheets. FBI agents on the scene witnessed 847 exhibit pattern Y upon their discovery of the subject.
Set her up on a Twitch.
Agents believed that it was a trafficking victim, so they moved in to intervene and assist. 847 then switched to pattern X and attacked one of the female agents. The agent subdued 847 with her stun gun and was evacuated from the basement. However, despite signs of human habitation, the trafficking victims were never found. On September 23, 2013, researcher Tyler Jensen and Dr. Tyrone Hardy decided to put subject D7294 into SCP-847's containment as part of an observational test. D7294 was told to sit directly in front of the mannequin.
Why they choose a brother though? Like, they could have picked any other, you know what I mean? They had to pick a, alright, for sure. We know why.
Converse and lightly interact with it. He was warned to not damage 847 for the duration of the test, which was not to be longer than 20 minutes. The lights flashed on when D7294 entered the testing area. The mannequin, it looked decrepit, worn down, horrendous. It had hair on it, clothes, all its body parts, but even just sitting in the chair on the other side of the room, he could tell how pitiful it looked. He had not felt this disgusted looking at something resembling a woman in a long time. 20 minutes to interact with an ugly mannequin like this would feel like an eternity. It shuddered. D7294 looked taken aback, raising an eyebrow in surprise. It was not the most shocking or grotesque display he saw since being a D-class, but it was repulsive in its own right. As he watched, it made small, sudden adjustments to its position. It looked like a puppet, being pulled on its strings. He could only
What y'all doing if a mannequin trying to give you a lap dance? What y'all doing? Y'all like these with it, bro? He ready. I don't care, bro. He got his hands up like a king. Hey, bro, she doing her little dancey dance, you know?
watch in fascination as it kept moving like a puppet, as if it was inviting him, wanting him to play. 10 minutes passed like this, and then intercom buzzed. D7294, if you refuse to participate in testing, I'm watching. Carry on then. It was then that the mannequin stood up, gasping and leaning in his direction, and he felt his heart soar. The way the mannequin headed over to where D7294 was sitting, the mannequin became erratic, dragging its plastic legs, shambling over to him. Repulsion rose in him, but as it got near him, he stood up, leaning over it, trying to see if he could intimidate it. It stopped and froze. "You're adorable, aren't you?" he muttered.
Bro, what's up? Bro, what's up? He like those? He...
Grabbing its arm and moving it around. It made more noises while D7294 played with it. He let go and walked around behind it.
Bro, it made it do the dab. Bro, why you think he walked behind it? It's for a reason.
Grabbing various body parts to move around and pose. He ran a hand across its eyes, shuddering at how real they felt. Real eyes, porcelain skin. Your hands feel cheaper than everywhere else. You couldn't never attract a male like this, could you, you dumb animal? It continued making sounds, this time sounding vaguely fearful. D7294 let go and walked back to its front, feeling its hands and fingers. "Make some actual sounds this time. Talk to me." He broke off a finger. Nothing had changed. Useless. He could immediately faintly hear the sounds of guards rushing towards the testing chamber as he let go and backed away. The mannequin erratically jerking towards his position. The intercom buzzed. D7294, you were instructed not to damage the item. Testing is over. The guards opened the door and started to forcefully drag him out. He didn't resist, continuing to stare at the mannequin until the doors closed. He sighed, feeling slight disappointment mixed with a rush of thrill. 50 meters away from the area, heading towards an interview room, he could hear screaming and the sound of something breaking. He grinned and felt warmth in his head. 7294 laid in his bed that night, absent-mindedly thinking of the encounter earlier with the mannequin.
Yeah, that man different. That man is different. What's up, Blast Bro do?
Was the first real sense of enjoyment he had gotten in months. Although from how the researchers had talked to him, he had a distinct feeling he wouldn't be returning to see it again. It was fun playing with it while he could, at least. The memory of his fun was burned into
That man started going crazy in his bed that night thinking about it. Whoa, you know, bro.
his mind to enjoy for nights forwards.
No, bro.
He rolled, looking up at the ceiling, sighing. He stuck out his thumb and index finger to resemble a tweezer and started plucking at nothing, humming about Mary's little lamb, her fleece as white as snow. Remember to check out my new animation channel, The Rubber Talks, where
That's crazy. That was the most interesting SCP video I've seen in a long time, bro. In a long time. This was fire, yo. This was big fire.